So hi everyone. Today we are going to go with the third version or third installment of our effective Google searches, and for that I am going to discuss about the major points are going to be data operators, source operators, and then how we can combine the previously discussed operators and how we can combine and make it more effective research. And also I'm going to discuss about few other key points which I've noted and I would like to share, and probably that's going to be the end of our Google researches, and in our probably we'll cover all of that hopefully in our 30-35 minutes session today, and then we will for the next sessions I'll also talk about what I'm going to discuss uh, now onwards, basically after we're done with this, what else we are going to discuss. So okay, moving on. So today first we are going to discuss about the data operator. So there are three types of data operators. One is before, another is after, and then there is a range operator, which is also, you can also say it as a before and after, or a range operator basically. So let's first discuss about the before operator. So here we go. Here's my screen. So I've already, I was just now checking, practicing basically before I can share it with you. So yes, here are our, data operators. So I put in Kitruda results, and then we have put in before operator. So I have done is before 31st December 2020, what um, are the results basically. So here you can clearly see that there are multiple results. I have few open already. So see here, um, this has given us before. See here it is before 2020. There are multiple. So obviously this is SMPC. Sorry, EMA. EPAR, where we have before results also. So it has given us this range, this result. Then we have this one, which has again before dates also, and here we have this also. So it has, I don't know for what reasons, but it has considered this. Though I have put in. Okay, sorry, yeah, our data operator is yes. Okay, so this is rightly searched that it has given us results of before. So it will take it give you results, and if we go backwards, if we find out, try to search more, we'll find out that anything which has happened in Keytruda or pembrolizumab before December 2020, it will give you all the results in the sequence. So obviously, this helps us in a lot of use cases where we want to establish a timeline of a product. You know what has happened. So, for example, just a use example I'll tell you. So, for example, I want to create a Keytruda's timeline, and I know Keytruda got launched in, let's say, 2014, let's say. So I want to establish a timeline. So I can use this to establish a timeline that before 2014, when were the results announced, what were the news all about. So that will give me an in-depth detail about Keytruda. Um, Obviously, I can use an after option also, which I will tell you about. But again, yeah, this is how it is used, and it is very important operator because of its usability in terms of creating timelines, in terms of finding out specific informations, results, history of the product, so yeah, if I'll remove this, let's just stop this. Now I already have an after operator. So after operator also works the same way. Kitruda results I have put in this after after 1st January 2024. So I am getting all the results of January 2024. So similar to before. Here, our after also works in a similar way. Um, Again, same principle, the same way it can be used, and it is helpful in the same kind of scenarios where we can establish a timeline. Now, if I want to really narrow down my research, what I can do is I can put before and after together, or I can put in a range operator basically, where it would help me, um, you know, find in between what is there. So let's just go with the operator. So if I search Devo, and okay, yeah, my results are here. So let's just do this one. Okay. So another thing which I forgot to tell you, in before or after operator, if you don't put in the dates. So for example, I in this case I have put in only the years 2022 and 2023. So what it does is it's basically automatically takes it from 1st January of 2022, um, you know, 1st of the January 2022 to 31st of December of 2023. So it will give me results from there. So here you can definitely see, um, the date is 2023 September. Same July, we have, see, all the results. So it is very, this range operator basically is a very useful technique. So obviously you can do it before also, you can do it after also, but usually as a as a CI personnel, and when we are creating timelines, trying to find out results in those scenarios, uh, usually I prefer to use this range operator, where I usually put in the range of years, and it will give me only those specific years news, and obviously based on keywords and so on and so forth. So let's just modify this one only, because uh, I wanted to, but no. Let's go with the other operators also, and then we'll discuss about it. So I hope this is clearer, how to use date operators and the range operator. Now let's move on to. So let's see what we have here. So we have covered date operators and the range operators. So let's mark them. Now let's go for the source operators. So again, you might say that Himanshu, you every operator when you discuss, you said it is an important operator, but yes, indeed they are, because see, Google has multiple other operators. There was one operator by the name wildcard, which I did not discuss because I hardly use it. Uh, then there are this cache, operators in the source operator, the bottom one. It's also an operator which I have hardly used it honestly, and I'll first cover this without a demo, and then I'll tell you. Basically, it helps you navigate your history, kind of. So for example, 3 or 4 days back I looked into some website, or some place. Now I have closed that, but I am not able to find, and I don't remember the keywords based on which I have searched that website. So what I can do is, I hope you all know that every site we visit, it has got cookies, and these cookies generate these cache files, temporary files, which automatically get deleted after a certain period of time from our system. So these cache files basically are kind of the versions of those files which we of those sites which we have visited. So what I can do is I can go onto Google, search XYZ thing, cache, um, that, and you know, sorry, I put in cache, and search the keyword basically. So I hardly use it. One thing why I hardly use it is usually every 2 3 days I remove my caches and histories, because it slows down my system. So multiple images, temporary files. It slows down my system. So I usually delete it every 2 3 days, and I search extensively. So coming back, sorry. So coming back, let's discuss about a couple of other source operators which are actually very important. So one is the site or the search operator. So both work in the same way. If I put in site semicolon, sorry colon, and then look for the site or search. So let's just try to do this. Okay. So what I'll do is okay results site bms.com. So now Google will be forced to only and only look into sites which only sites which are bms.com basically. And now let me just change this. AstraZeneca.com. See, it has given me only two results where it is taught. In the first result, there is Mr. Okay, there is AstraZeneca's R people profile. There is Mr. Anas Yunus who who has put in these two keywords. So let's just open this page and let's just open this one also, and I'll tell you the reference. So see, uh, beautiful map. So on this page, though he's an AstraZeneca, personnel, he's a VP of hematology, but he probably would have worked for BMS earlier. This is one of his, articles. I hope you can see this that they have put in nivolumab, Optimo. So it has already looked. So another beautiful thing about Google is most of the time it knows about the synonyms and it looks into the synonyms automatically. So that's also something which is helpful for us while we are searching. We don't have to always put in all the keywords in our searches. Usually, it gives you results with with synonyms also or with alternate names also. But again, I don't only rely on Google, so I always put in my synonyms, put in um, you know the results. So yeah, so moving on. So let's see this one. I'll show you another very beautiful thing about this. So we did Obdivo and results. So let's just see if we have nivolumab. No. Do we have Obdivo? No. So what it has is results and AstraZeneca. So this was a forced result basically. Uh, I I'm not sure why it has given. Maybe there must be some um, code written into it or metadata where they must have Obdivo in some results. So it doesn't have. Let's see if I put in double quotes or let's see to this or see it has started to show me these results. See result word nivolumab. It is a must. Either of these, Opdivo or nivolumab. It was a must. And you see, now again understand this. Sometimes what happens is obviously these tools are very effective, but sometimes what happens is we don't see that exact word, but the technique or the tool has given me the result. And you must have seen it in my examples also. Earlier, it showed me a nivolumab example, but all these results were invisible. Why? Because that time I was just using Optimo. And when I was using Optimo, it was not taking up all those data. But in the metadata, they might have, for that specific one news, they must have had nivolumab in the metadata. And that's why how it went there and it picked up the news. But if you see here, there are multiple mentions of nivolumab or Opdivo in AstraZeneca's uh, website basically. So I take you to multiple pages. AstraZeneca. So what I've done is I've forced Google to look into only AstraZeneca and search for these words, despite of the fact that nivolumab or Opdivo is not their product at all. Even Keytruda is not their product. So if I look into this result will show up again once again. So yeah, so basically the site operator is a very effective operator. It limits your searches. So let's just do this 1 minute. Okay, let me do this. I'm not even sure that this rare oncology is even a website. No, no, it's not a website. Okay, Association for Cancer Care Centers. So okay, let's do that. So here you see my results. So this is how the search operator or the site operator works. Now, if okay, so this is a very amazing tool. So see, sometimes what happens is that a lot of websites publish a lot of things on PDFs. These PDF documents are attached to you know um, to Twitter's tweets basically, to tweets to you know multiple other locations. So you can search with the file types. Another example is, for example, there is a research paper which has got published, and it's in PDF form somewhere, and you can look into that research paper, and it is not accessible via PubMed because it's a paid. But somewhere someone has uploaded it as a PDF version, let's say. We can use file extension or sorry file type or the extension type operator to search for them. So let's go back. Okay, so I was right. I was doing it right. It's just that I was relying more on the this basically icon here, which obviously was not on everything. Okay, so going by this, we put in Opdivo or Nivolumab results. Okay, let's just put it and results, and results should also be included. Extension PDF version. I've already SMPC PDF. This result, already PDF. Let's just go this one. This Sightline has uploaded this somewhere. It's the withdrawal assessment report. Again, PDF version. Then we have this CDER's application for Obigo, from 2017. So I hope you can get it. Okay, let me just do it. Doc. Let me just do it. Excel XS. Here we are. These are Excel versions basically. We have seen doc version, Excel versions. We can see PPTs. There, these are PPTs. Slideshare. You can see there are multiple slides which are given here. Okay, so these extension versions usually help us to find the file type. Very recently, I was going through a project. One of my analysts did some work, and she was not able to find the CDMOs or the manufacturing facilities information for a couple of companies. Sorry. And she told me that, Himanshu, I'm not able to find for these 4 or 5 companies that which site they are manufacturing. I honestly use this only. I put in the word keywords, and I put in file type and PDF version or extension as PDF version, and I clicked on it. I searched for it. There was second or third source which gave me a PDF version which was uploaded somewhere, and which actually spoke about the manufacturing facility of the product. Um, and it was an FDA document. So it sometimes really is very helpful because everything is not uploaded on the website, and there are certain documents which are uploaded deep down somewhere, or on the external websites or somewhere like that. So it forces those websites, Google, to look into that specific file type version. So I hope this has been clearer now. So we have site and extension. Now, source. Source is pretty much works in the same principle as search or site. It limits to the that specific source. So yeah, it works in a similar sort of way. Then comes location. Where we were talking about the location. So I have looked into this one example. Please, I had to go somewhere. Okay. So, location s- uh, operator. Location operator usually works in finding out locations, or like I'll give you a very generalized example first. Let me just give you a very generalized day-to-day example. Restaurants near me. So, if I look into restaurant near me without this, it will give me restaurant in Ghaziabad. But if I do this, sorry, it'll start giving me restaurants in Munich. Okay, but uh, this is a generalized example. But now I want to look into uh, Merck. We were doing Merck and manufacturing near me, location Munich. It will start giving me locations because probably there is no Munich location. So if I put in Germany, it will start giving me Germany results. I'll remove near me. It will modify my research. So because I put in Germany near me, so near has a definition. I have to change the range in the settings. So I've not done that. I've just removed near me, and it will start. It has started showing me across Germany what are the manufacturing sites, location, and all that. So we can use this if you want to pinpoint our research. Um, in knowing about manufacturing facilities, locations, and so on and so forth. Now, moving on, we have. done this. Okay. This is sort of again, it can be used by people, it cannot be, but I don't find it very useful. So for example, I am firstly I have to look into blogs. So I am not an avid reader of blogs, and I don't know any specific blogs basically where who post these kind of information which is related to us. But yes, in a general way, let's say Amazon, what's blog URL? URL. So it will. Okay. So let me just do this. Uh, so so it will start showing me results in the Google Blog. So again, this is not really a tool which I kind of admire much, but yes, this is a tool. This is an operator basically. So we have today learned about the date operators. We have learned about uh, source operators. Now maybe let's combine previous operators and then search. So let's see. We learned about the boolean. So let's just do boolean. Okay, Truda and survival cancel. Cancel. Both are must for me. So I will put must and double quotes. Then I'll put parenthesis because this needs to be or devo and okay. And then let's see, I look for a file extension which is PDF. Okay, so it has for see where I have put in either this or this. So in this, it gave me an Kitruda results, all PDFs which we have already seen. Okay, now let me just do one another thing. PT, it has given me PPTs. Okay, now let us put um, okay. So let's put in a date operator. So let's put in a range 20220 between and 2023. Let's do this. See, the operator has started working. So it has started to give me Obdivo's results, everything within the date. So basically, our aim is to narrow our research in such a way that it becomes such an effective research that we don't have to waste time on unnecessary or repeated or old information. We can always modify our information as per the date. We can modify information as per the file type, sources. Let's do a combination here of sources as well. Let's put in site. Let's say, sorry, let's do NIH. nih.org. So see, it has started to give me NIH results. So okay, now coming back. So yes, we can effectively create a search string, combine it with our search strings, like combine multiple search operators and or boolean operators, parenthesis, or exact operators like quotes. Then we can put in site operators, or we can put in file extension operators, and so on and so forth. So we can use this all these operators together in a combined way, and then create a very specific search which helps us narrow down our work, which reduces our work, and it's not actually reducing the work, it's doing it effectively, finding out exactly what you're looking for. So for doing all this, you know, um, if you are planning to uh, do all this, then this makes it your search operators makes your life very easy. Now I want as per our agenda today, we've covered the data operator, we have covered all the source operators, we have seen the combinations. Now I want to talk about couple of points which makes your research more effective than your operators. That is your brain, that is you. um, Always trust your searches, and you'll only be able to trust your searches when you have followed the same steps, or similar kind of steps, that is taken out synonyms. You have created the list of synonyms on a real-time basis. So, for example, I was looking for Keytruda, but I got to know its other name is pembrolizumab. Then I also get to know its code name is MK1884. Let's say that. So I need to keep on building on my keywords, and start using those keywords in my search strings. That only will help me do an effective research. Then is trusting the website. You can always you should always go for trusted websites. So there are various type of websites which you can go for. Like for example, we have SEC filings. We have dot dot coms. Nearly all the websites are dot coms. But when I say dot coms, I mean to say company websites. Dot org websites. These are organizational websites, so usually their data is always more or less curated. Educational website .edus, .ac.in, academic um, .com or .o. Then we have .govs. So .govs are government websites usually. So when we are looking for information from we get the information from government bodies. That is also important. Usually epidemiology data, those sort of information usually comes from the government websites. Like for example, here is also the case where NIH is also a government website. You can see a .org. So, cutting the story to short, um, the basic principle to sum it up of all our past three videos which we have done about the operators. The crux is we have multiple operators which can ease our life. That's first point. Second point is we should always start with the drawing board, which means maybe your pen and paper. Start writing your keywords. Start writing what all information you're looking for. Basically, plan for it. Do a proper planning before you start your research. Obviously, I'm not saying take a whole day in planning. Take a day, hour or two, basically to plan your keywords, understand your project, or understand your research basically, and then start putting across your keywords. Um, Use combination of these operators to make your life easy, to make your search easy and effective. It's not only about easiness, it's also about the effectiveness, time saving as well as robust. So that's the rule. And then try and look for websites which are more trustworthy. which I've already told you, government website, company website. These are most trustworthy websites, and apart from that, websites such as which have good reputation. Those sort of websites also, you can go for. So that's our crux of the whole search. Now talking about, as I said earlier, that I will be discussing what I am going to discuss in our next steps. So this is how we created our boolean searches and searches. But now next video will be all about the tools. So I will be introducing couple of tools which will again make your life easy, make your tracking easy, and lot of other things. So I'll talk about those tools. Maybe it might take 2 to 3 videos again to list and explain all the tools. So yeah, thank you for your time. Please do share what you have learned. Please do comment below with the screenshots, or if there is an error in the search, probably I can help you modify that. So yeah, experiment with this, practice with this. Do reach out to me over my email. You can connect with me on my LinkedIn, which I'll be putting in my description. So anyway, you can reach out to me on multiple platforms. I'll try to help as many people as I can. I'll be posting this video pretty soon. So yeah, thank you. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.